Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's EricRayweather back here with the latest Madden 22 news. Now, we actually have something great to talk about for a little bit today. We got something big that was finally fixed with the game, so that's great. And then we also have this week's big roster update following the divisional round of the playoffs, but even some players who did not play last week went up or went down because you know that's just what EA does. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn the bell icon on if you don't want to miss any of the future Madden updates that are yet to come, or some of the updates about the upcoming Madden 23 game or the upcoming NFL 2K game that's coming out later this year as well. So let's start with the good news. Apparently, the community files are finally fixed. These have been broken for, I can't even tell you how long. I think it's definitely been over a month where you couldn't download custom rosters, custom draft classes, all that good stuff. One of the biggest features that people use in this game to share files for their franchise modes or just for other things in the game was just simply not working for a while, and it seems like this has been a thing almost every year for the past few years. At some point, they go down, and it takes them a while to get it back up. Well, according to a bunch of people, they are finally back working, so go check it out for yourself. If you're in franchise mode or whatever else you use it for, you should be able to download stuff from the community files as of right now. Now, we're going to get into the big roster update, but really quickly, let's hear a word from today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Prop Shop, a free tool designed to ensure that users get the best value on their sports bets and make informed decisions. The app is designed for player betting, focusing on individual player props within each game. Prop Shop takes all of the hard work out of sports betting by analyzing all of the relevant data for you. You can check the relevant data on each prop to help you make your decision free of charge. Their Tinder style functionality allows you to easily swipe right to take the over or swipe left to take the under, and you can also swipe up if you want to skip that particular bet. When you finish making your prop selections and look to finalize your bet slip, all you need to do is tap confirm, and then you are automatically sent to the betting partner offering the best value for that bet that you've built with that bet already loaded. Another great feature of the app is its live bet tracking, where you can track any player's performance free in real time along with your entire bet slip coupled with win probability percentages. Now, if you want to check all this out for yourself, simply go to the App Store on your phone and download the Prop Shop app. It's completely free to use, so if you want to kind of just see what they're about and look at the data that they offer, you can do that without even having to place a bet. So again, go to the App Store, download the Prop Shop app, check it out. Okay, so let's cover the blog on EA's website where they touched on a few certain players in the roster update, and then we'll go over the entire list of people going up and going down. The first guy going up is Cooper Kupp, who has had a ridiculous year, and he continued it last week. That huge catch at the end of the game to help seal it for the Rams. He's going up +1 to a 96 overall, and it says here, it shouldn't be a surprise that Rams receiver Cooper Kupp came up big against the Buccaneers on Sunday. He leads the entire NFL in receptions, receiving yards, touchdowns, and more. Nearly every time he has stepped under the field this season, he's made a massive difference. After catching 9 balls on 11 targets for 183 yards and a touchdown in the divisional round, Kupp is getting yet another deserved ratings bump. The next guy that's going up is Gabriel Davis, who had his career game by far, had one of the best playoff games, or just games period, we've ever seen from a wide receiver. It was that good. He's going up +2 to a 78 overall, and it says here, it's not often that probably the best player from a playoff round was on an eliminated team, but come on, the Buffalo Bills put in an outstanding performance against the Kansas City Chiefs and only narrowly missed out on a trip to the AFC title game. A huge part of that performance was receiver Gabriel Davis, who flew under the radar for most of the regular season, but exploded onto the scene in the playoffs. Davis hauled in 8 receptions for 201 yards and a whopping 4 touchdowns in his team's loss to Kansas City. His team might be out, but he's getting a major ratings bump in Madden 22. The next guy going up is Dante Johnson, cornerback for the Niners. He's going up +3 to a 71 overall, and it says here, like every game in the divisional round, the San Francisco 49ers played the Green Bay Packers down to the wire. The 49ers defense came up big on the road, especially cornerback Dante Johnson, who led his team with 6 total tackles and helped keep the home team to just 10 points. Johnson will get a nice ratings boost ahead of the 49ers NFC title matchup with the Los Angeles Rams. Now let's talk about a couple of guys who are going down this week. The first one is Aaron Rodgers, which I'm sure some people expected after last week's performance. He's going down 1 to a 96 overall. And it says here, despite an extraordinary regular season, Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers faltered when it mattered most as his team was bounced in the playoffs in a 13-10 loss to San Francisco. While Rodgers completed a respectable 20 of his 29 attempts for 225 yards, he failed to throw a single touchdown pass and was sacked 5 times. Whether this was or wasn't Rodgers' last time playing at home in Green Bay, he'll see a ratings downgrade heading into the offseason. The next guy going down is Ryan Tannehill. He's going down 1 to an 85 overall, and it says here, despite being the number 1 seed in the AFC, the Tennessee Titans floundered in their first playoff game as they were knocked out in a 19-16 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. Quarterback Ryan Tannehill hasn't had a particularly standout season, but he managed his team well and led them to the top of the AFC. Inevitably, Tannehill's weaknesses were exploited at the worst time as he threw just 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions against Cincinnati. After that performance, he'll head into the offseason with a ratings downgrade in Madden 22. Now let's talk about everybody else who's going up and going down, starting with the people that are going up first. We got Patrick Mahomes, of course, after that amazing game. 13 seconds left, still gets him in the field goal range and then goes right down the field in overtime. One of his best performances for sure. He's going up +1 to a 98 overall. He may get back into that 99 overall club again before the year's over. Jesse Bates is also going up. He had a huge impact on that game for the Bengals. I think he had that opening drive interception. He's going up +1 to a 91 overall. Jeffrey Simmons' team may have lost, but he was outstanding in that game. He was all in the backfield on Joe Burrow all day. He's going up +1 to an 89 overall. Josh Allen, another guy that lost, but you can't look past what he did in that game. He was amazing. That was one of his best games as well. He's going up +1 to an 89. I think I would have bumped him maybe a +2 for that performance so that he ended the year in the 90s, but you know, EA seems kind of, they're very slow with Josh Allen. They don't ever bump him up too much too quickly for some reason. Rashawn Gary, another guy that was on a losing team, but he had a great year and he had a great game. He's actually going up +2 to an 89 overall. Eric Armstead is going up +2 to an 87 overall. Joe Burrow, of course, he had to go up after how he weathered that storm in that game. He's going up +1 to an 86 overall. Devondre Campbell, another guy that's had a really good season, he's going up +1 to an 85 overall. Rob Havenstein's going up +1 to an 84 overall. Tyler Higbee is also going up +1 to an 84. Logan Wilson, another guy on that Bengals defense that has been just solid all year, had a good game last week. He's going up +1 to an 82 overall. Marcus Davenport of my Saints hasn't played in a couple of weeks, but that doesn't matter. He's going up +1 to an 81 overall. T. Higgins is going up +1 to an 81 as well. Danico Autry is going up +1 to an 80 overall. CJ Uzoma is going up +1 to a 79 overall. Jacoby Myers, another guy that didn't play, he's also going up +1 to a 79. Amani Hooker is going up +3 to a 78 overall. Nate Davis is going up +2 to a 78 overall. Emmanuel Mosley is going up +1 to a 77 overall. And Deontay Foreman is going up +1 to a 70 overall. Had a nice impact for the Titans ever since Henry went out, and he had another good impact last week despite the loss. Now it's time to talk about the players who are going down. Speaking of the Titans, Derrick Henry, here it is, -1 to a 97 overall. Now I don't think he had the worst game in the world. You could kind of tell he didn't seem to be 100%, even though they talked about how he was looking fine. The clips we saw in practice, he looked pretty explosive, but in the game, it definitely felt like he couldn't change direction as good as he normally would, and he didn't have like quite the same burst and maybe because of that the same amount of power that he used to have. You know, it looked like he still wasn't all the way back yet, so that's probably why, you know, he's going down a little bit. But I think I would have just left him alone, because coming off the injury, I don't think he looked that bad, but he clearly just looked like he wasn't 100% yet. Stephon Diggs was pretty much non-existent in this game. I mean, everything was going to Gabriel Davis. Stephon Diggs did not do much. He's going down 1 to a 95 overall. Ryan Jensen is going down 1 to a 91 overall. Calais Campbell did not play, of course. His team is not in the playoffs, but he went down 1 to a 88 overall. Russell Wilson, another guy who has not played in a couple of weeks, he's going down 1 to a 88 overall as well. Zadarius Smith is going down 2 to a 87 overall. Stephon Tuitt's going down 1 to a 86 overall. Grady Jarrett, another guy that didn't play, going down 1 to a 85 overall. Matt Milano is going down 1 to a 82 overall. Roger Saffold is going down 1 to a 82 as well. Taylor Lewan is going down 2 to a 82 overall. Ben Jones is going down 1 to a 80 overall. Emmanuel Sanders is going down 1 to a 80 overall. Jerry Hughes also going down 1 to a 80. Sean Murphy Bunton is going down 1 to a 79 overall. Eric Ebron is going down 1 to a 78 overall. Jason Pierre-Paul is also going down 1 to a 78. Mike Edwards is going down 1 to a 77 overall. Randall Cobb is going down 2 to a 77 overall. Deshaun Jackson is going down 1 to a 76 overall. Javon Kinlaw is going down 1 to a 75 overall. and Josh Norman's going down 1 to a 72 overall. Rounding it out with a few rookie players here, we have Evan McPherson. Of course, he had to go up. This guy is just simply money. I don't think I've seen a better kicker this early in their career since like maybe Justin Tucker. Like that's probably the last big name guy I can remember just bursting on the scene and being this good this early. He's going up +3 to an 81 overall. Jeremiah Owusu is going up +1 to a 79 overall, and Gregory Rousseau is going up +1 to a 76 overall. That's it for today. Check out some of these other videos right here on the screen. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.